We're looking over here at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, and as you can see, this filament that has come from the sun, it is wild. It really is how it just keeps coming down, and it looks like there's like, by the way, let me just say this. I feel within my being that these dark filaments that are coming off the sun, that they're like a living life form. Now, that may sound strange to some people, but it's wild. But I really do feel, all energy, it has some type of life in it. It does. And this could very well be a totally different life form that what we're used to seeing, really. I'm going to go over there and we're going to go look at this sun. I'm over here looking at my laptop. I need to bring it up, you all, to see the live that's coming. That's right, we can do it. We're going to bring it up is what we're going to do. Bring up, and we're going to look at this sun. Just one moment. Okay, I've got it. And if you are thinking, okay, Gina, I'm trying to get the live stream. Where's all the people? Well, that's a good question. It really is a good question, but that's all right. We're going to still go over here because they don't send out the notifications. I'm going to make sure that I keep this on me right now. There's something going on. There really is. And we feel it. We feel it. We feel the energy out there. I got to wait for this thing to quit doing its blinking. Now, okay, I've got it. I have got it. Yeah, let's go straight over here at this. Hello there. Oh, shoot. It's aware that I want to come over here and zoom up, and I'm not able to do it. I've got to stop it and then open it right back up and bring it right back up. I want to go straight to the same product that I was looking at. I was looking at this one right here, and you can see it. I wanted to come over here and look at this, but it's like blinking on me. If you all have not seen this right here, there's various filaments coming off the sun, a lot of them. You can see them over here and here, but when they get to moving, let me put this back here because it's going to start blinking once I do this right here. You can see a little bit of them right here, and good afternoon. You can see that right here. Now, if we are to go back, say 300 frames, we're liable to see a lot more. Let's go like this, 300 frames, 20. We've got it going, you all. We really do. Oh, so we do get to see it, you all. Hello. Oh, shoot. It doesn't, I really do feel like this plasma screen is living also. I do. It's living. Oh, it knows when I'm touching it. It knows. It's like it's a sentient being. It is a sentient like being. I want to push it over there, but it wants to keep blinking on me. Look at this. Something came out of there. You see this one filament. It's a combination of the 211, 193, and 171, the SDO. Look at the big whirlwind that's coming. See? No, it doesn't want us to look at it. It doesn't, you all. I can sneak over here and want to show it. But if I touch the screen, it's going to do, see. It doesn't like it. We're not supposed to be looking at this right here. Look at all the filaments coming down. It literally looks like a great big gigantic entity right there coming out. These filaments are, I'm going to put it to me because I know it's going to blink. These filaments are like living. This is, if you've ever went over here, it's still blinking. And I know why it's blinking. I can feel the energy from it. It doesn't want me to show it. Gina, that's just preposterous. There's no such thing as a computer realizing that you want to look at it and it acts up, because the computers aren't alive. Neither is the plasma screens or anything. Yes, they are. Plasma is living. It's living. This is a composite. of more. Look over here on the side when it comes up. It really is cool, the graphics of it. It's cool and it's wild. It's very wild looking. I was hoping to see maybe some ships out of some of these, but not this particular one, because it's a combination of, see them on the side? See, look at that. This is dark filaments coming out. Normally you see the different types of filaments, not the dark filaments. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. If you're just tuning in. Yeah, we got to stay safe. We do. You got bad weather coming? We got bad solar weather coming? Okay, so we can see this. I want to try to look at some of the other parts of this, if it will let us. I'm trying to keep my energy. Did you see this spot right here? There's different colors coming from this one spot right here. Let's wait for it to come back around, because it kind of had like a rainbow signature in it. Well, it kind of would, since you got a combination of 3 others. Can you all hear me? That is incredible. I like looking at it. It looks really cool. Real cool. Just gotta wait for it to come back around. Okay, it did. I can't even see if I'm on here. Oh, okay, now I can see. Okay, I'm up here at the top, and I'm way out of the way, is what I am. If you're all just... see what it did? Oh, now it's blinking on me. I wanted to get the side of the sun, and it doesn't want me to get it. Now I had to sit here and wait. Does it do it all the time? No. But if I touch it, let me touch it. Let me come over here and try to touch it. Try to zoom up. So I'm going to try to get that one corner. Let's try to get it, you all. We can try to get it right over here. Just keep the energy, the frequency kind of, see, it's getting ready to jump off. See some of these. It'd probably be good to look at the other product. If you all haven't seen these up close, it's like, it is wild. It is super, super wild. I really don't like that they've done that. I don't. I want to come up here and get the SDO AIA, because there's a lot of things that are happening off of here. No, I didn't get this one right here. It's not even giving me the option of going down. I want to do the 304. This is the 304, which is not what we can look at this one, yeah, but you got to push it. If we're over here at if you're just tuning in, we're at the SDO AIA 304. I'm trying to get some of these filaments out here to see if there's any other activity. And it's like plasma is a life form, and when you have a plasma screen and you go to touch your plasma screen, the plasma is like the plasma in your body. I think it's interacting with the plasma in the screen. It really is. And I wanted to zoom up more on these dark filaments that are coming out of the sun, because they're living. They're like a life form, a life force. It's energy. It's moving. It is, and it doesn't look like us. Good afternoon. And try to see if I can get back over here. Okay, we are over here, you all. Let's see if we can get some. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, this is this is on the 25th, you all. Let's look at the SDO. Do you see that white line that went through there? I hope it was a great big white ship. I really do. Let's look at it. Let's see if it's going to come through here. We better have the timestamp right here. Let's look at it. We got it at 625 at 1500. Let's let it go all the way through. Kind of shrink it down, you all. I do want to zoom up on it, but I want to catch at that time when that white thing comes through. It could be that they have got to be patient and catch it. No, there's a cover up right there with the solid black. I really thought I saw something white go straight across a white band. I may not have, but I thought I did. Nope. Didn't see it. Didn't see it, but we can go up close. We can look at this. See, this don't have too much activity happening. You got these look like they're shooting straight up in the air, these filaments. How's it look on your end with this sun? Because it is massive. There's a lot of activity occurring. Oh, okay. You seen this? Looks like one of those probes or something shot straight up in this one direction, this one area. Yeah, we kind of sit in there. Watch it come back around because it looks like one of those little white probes or ships that will shoot straight up from this area. What would you do if AI has the ability to, as you're watching something, it can come in and change the product so you can't see it? Right in real time, in the real time in which you are viewing it. I would not be surprised at all. I wouldn't. You can see the sun. It's pretty cool looking. Good afternoon. See, this doesn't show very much at all, but let's see if we can go to another product of it, you all. I wanted to come over here. I haven't been here for a while. What is the 171? We can look at the 171. In the meantime, I'm going to sit right here, you all. Because there's a lot of solar eruptions, solar flares happening. And we want to catch them. Oh, this is the big yellow one. And it doesn't, you can't really see things, but we're going to look at all this dark filament on the sun. It's, okay, we're over here. Okay, we're over here, but you're not going to get to see very much. It's barely moving. But you can see these stretching out right here. Let's get it from a distance. Right here. And again, this is going back 300 frames. What was that? What are they trying to cover up down there, you all? They're trying to cover up something. Let's wait till it goes all the way through it. Just going to wait till it goes through it. There's something down at the bottom. Right down there. Whatever that may be. It looks like there's a round disc, but you can barely make it out. It's like a round thing. Just look over here. You can see it. We go all the way around this sun. You have these on the side. You don't get really very much details on this. These are really interesting because this is totally yellow on my screen right here, this big desktop, and I'm looking at it over here on the small surface, and it's orange. Okay, we got it. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that one, you all. That is totally enough. They're hiding something because there is a big block on it right there. So something occurred in that one particular area. Wait, what is this? What is that right there? At a distance, I thought it was a ship. I really did. At a distance. Because if we shrink it down, it kind of has like a cylindrical shape. Wonder. It would be great if it was a ship to catch it. It really would be. I want to see if it's I can't really tell it. Can't tell it. Something massive, dark in that one spot. It's got an odd shape, you all. Can we get back to that, Gina? Yes, we can do it, you all. We can get straight back to it. I'm going to go over here. And you're going to see these activities right here. Let's see the core. That's 23. This is today. Let's come down here and see what that's doing, because it may not be doing much of anything. This is on the 25th right here. This is the core stereo ahead core 2 running difference, and if we might want to do this, you all, just to keep it up. Gina, honey, what are you trying to show? I want to see if there's more activity because there's wild looking filaments on here. If you're just tuning in, because there has been reports of a lot of activity occurring and it's affecting Earth, it's affecting people. It messes with you. It does your energy, it causes anxiety, all kinds of stuff, you all. It does. It's like an influx of, okay, there's something coming out. Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait because there's some great big explosions that are happening. Let's watch them. This is from the 19th. Look at all this activity rolling out. And this is 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It's constant movements, you all. Let me see what we got down here. This thing is stuck and I can't really see it. The solar flares are off the hook. They're way off the hook. So this isn't showing us too much right here. Let's look at, this is way behind. This one right here. So way behind, but we can look at it. It's like 4 days behind stereo ahead core 2, which is not nice. You have to ask yourself, why do you have something so far behind in dates? Because it's the clearer image, and they could show you everything that's really happening on here. Yeah, it's off the hook. And the Schumann resonance. Oh, you're welcome. Grand rising, you all. It's super bright. It's even bright to look at it like this. It is. I'm trying not to look at it because it's a flashing of the light. It could cause a seizure or something. Could program you with lots of flashes of light. Trying to wait till it's done. Look over here to it. Hello there, Justice Monsieur. So we got it, you all. So let's look at this right here. Now this is literally a... No. Why do you see it? That's what it is. It wants to blink. It's still blinking and I can't put it back over there. There's probably something behind that sun. There's bound to be something behind it, you all. Let's look at this on the 20th. Look how it's fluctuating. Look how fast it's going, pulsating like that. I have not seen it pulse like that before. I haven't. See, it's like a steady flux pulsing, and there looks like there are ships going in and out of it. See how, look at how fast it's going. Let me look at that. Did you see what they did? See this, watch the numbers down here. It's 22. They sped up the numbers down here. They sped them up really, really fast. And then they slow them down for some strange reason. You know why they do it? So you can't see it. Watch how fast this thing is pulsating. Why would they do that? They made it look like it's, well, what if they sped up time? What if they did? They sped up time. Look at that. Because stuff is coming out. Flashes of light. And look how it's on both sides. I really hope they didn't speed up time. Because it looks really strange. What is it today? Let's see, it's the 17th. Let me pause this. So, okay, we got this big solar flares coming out. Look at the docking station. You can barely, like, it's still setting there. It's obviously didn't take it out. Let's have some kind of force field around it. Let's try to see if we can, okay. Let's drag it slow. Here comes a great big flare on the 17th. Wait a minute. Looks like a whole bunch of something that came out. Wait, let me see this. Yeah. Okay, okay, there's the ship over here on the side. It's at the, let me do this. Right there on the 18th, and here we are on the 25th. Here's a ship right here too. You see it flashing? Great big massive one. These ships that are going toward the sun, they're massive. You can see the shape of some of these right here. They may look small, but they're not. There's something going on up there, and we know it. We can feel it. We can feel it in the air, all of this activity. It felt like that sat there for a moment. Look at that. Straight into the sun is what they did. Straight into the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There looks like there's another one inside the sun right there. If you take these, but Gina, what if they are pulses of light? Well, what if they're not pulses of light? Because the docking station is in white. And what if they aren't pulses of light? I mean, they could be light ships or massive UFOs. Alrighty, let's look at this, you all. It's blinking. It's starting to blink again, y'all. I gotta push the button. Let me push this back to me. You gotta wait for it. There's a ton of activity happening. I want to push it, but I won't because it's like blinking in my face. Here we got it. All right, now you can see it again. We're at the 17th, 18th, 19th. And it only goes to the 21st. They stop it at the 21st. It's 4 days behind. So there's no telling what's coming out now. Look how massive that is. Boom. And what kind of shape is that? How could it have straight? How could there be what looks like angles coming out of this thing? How could this shape come out of the sun? It looks like it's got a corner here, a corner here. It doesn't look like a normal solar flare. It doesn't. It looks like there's something wrapped around it too. Looks like there is something like a diamond. Bottom of a diamond shape right there. Let's see it, you all. Gina, you need to look at the comments. Well, I get distracted, you all. Look at that. Something's racing across the sky, and that's on the 21st. Let's go to another product, you all, because this is the stereo ahead core 2. I did that. Stereo behind, stereo ahead. This is probably ode. That's in the 2014. You can't look at the 2014 because we're in the year 2023. Here we go. This is still, this one's behind too, you all. This is way behind. Let's put it in a 300 screens, 300 with the 20. Let's see what we can get, you all. If you're just tuning in, there's lots of filaments that can be seen, and they're wild coming off the sun. But then in some of the products, they look, they present themselves as great big solar flares. Massive eruptions occurring. I'll push it over there when it quits blinking because it's kind of blinking right now. It did look like a pyramid, Matthew, honey. It did. And now we got it, you all. We can see it. This is on the 17th. We'll take it through. Some kind of battle taking place. This is look how massive that thing is that came out. Boom! Massive explosions coming out of the sun. You know what's really interesting? See how these look like they got a shadow behind them as they are going across the screen? Do you think that these things could be like ships or something with the shadows traveling behind them? They might could be, because it looks pretty wild. It looks really wild. The ships cannot activate their energy beams to turn us to ash like the world of the worlds. Well, I didn't see the world of the worlds that would do that. Let's look at the pulsating. It's like, how can the sun do that, you all? Really, how can it do it? But it does do it. Massive that. Let's come over here to the other products because there's more that are more up to date. Let's see if we can get it over here. What's this one? This is 2014. You have to ask yourself, why did they discontinue certain products? They didn't have to, but they did. This is, oopsie. Okay, there's ships on here too. Where are they at? We can find them. Let's do a 300 frames, because if you don't go back the maximum amount of frames, you're not going to get, I hear the thunder starting. You're not going to get the all the data that you normally could get if you didn't do that. What's their end game? Well, the end game is happening now. It is. I'm going to come over here and look. I'm not going to let you look. I'm going to let it blink. It's a good training course. Something is a good training course. Okay, you all, let's look at this. This is the 23rd. We went back 300 frames. And you can see that this does not show as much as some of the others. Wow, there's that pattern that happened. 23rd. You know what it seems to be? It seems like they made this this red thing around here bigger for this particular product. I don't remember it being that big. Perhaps they made some of the diameter of their products smaller so you can't see what's happening on the outskirts of it, because I don't remember it having that big of a inside like that. I really don't. And they probably could have, they probably did do something like that. Now what if that's a ship? Really, what if that is? What do we got? Some ships right here. Okay, see that right there? This is a ship. Can you all see that ship? Let's see if we can make that ship bigger, because we can try to. It's digitalized. It looks like I had a whole lot of these that would show up in my photos back in 2018, these type of shapes, and they were kind of wild looking, really wild, but they showed up. Let me shrink it back down to the normal size so y'all can see it. It's kind of hurt your eyes if you look at it, but look how this is perfectly bright. What if they hid something? What if they're hiding something in that spot? They really could be hiding something. Otherwise, why does it look like you've got something pieced together right there? Because that's what exactly it looks like. They've got something pieced together. If there's something out there and they don't want you to see it, you are not going to see it, you all. What is coming out of this sun? Looks like there's hose or something coming out of this solar flare. Can you all see the hose right here? And of course we got some ships right here. This is a ship, and even though it may not look like one, it is. And smaller things, I don't know if they're a part of it or they're attacking it. Even like up here, there are battles taking place, you all. There's not much happening with this one right here, and I don't think they're going to let us see a lot at this point. I really don't. Now we got something coming into view over here, you all. This is really cool when you get these things like this. Now some people will call these a planet. This one thing right there on the side, let's make it bigger. They're going to call it a planet, but I've never thought of these as a planet. I think they are a ship in disguise. Gina, I think, doesn't get it. I believe they are ships in disguise. How about that? Ships in disguise, like ships in the night. You keep passing me by, like wasting time. This is the Battle of the Worlds. The Warhammer series. Anybody look at the Warhammer things? Because I think there's something wild with Warhammer. I think it's like books or games or something. Alba Wyman. Okay, you are. We're getting ready to come over here. After the screen quits, it's blinking. Okay, we're over here. I want you to see this. The 23rd. I am hungry. Okay, let's look at this. Get this thing off of here so we can see it. There's a cube that shows up, and those cubes are real. Now, there's 3 cubes that have just now shown up. And then you got what some would say is a planet coming through here. That's what they would call it, a planet coming through. I hope it's raining really good. I really do. Let's get them. Let's see how many cubes there are. Let's bring it back you right when they first start showing. Now look right here. This is not Elon Musk satellites. This great big line. These are those things that came out of the particle event that happened back in, I think it was 2000. They came out of the like portal in the sun, and they have the ability to line themselves up like this, straight like it. Let me put myself right here. So those are ships. It's not Elon Musk's at all. Let me bring this back down a little bit more. See if we can get some more activity, because this is, you're not going to get any more current than what we kind of have right now. You're not. And there's all kinds of ships up here, you all. Tons of them. You see these white things, they're like ships too. And these long ones. Look at this one. Connecting themselves all together right here. They're like long ships. Let's get to it, Gina. I am going to get to it, you all. We're going to come over here. Just keep seeing the activity occurring. And sometimes these things, those great big long ones, they show up on the Canada, France, Hawaii telescope and or the Subaru telescope. If you watch the observatory cameras, they show up in the sky. I want to get over here. Just like go like this really fast so you can see your Gina. You're clicking away. I like to click it or whatever. Okay, let's get this, you all. This right here thing. Some would speculate that this is a planet, because that's what they say we're looking at, a planet right here, you all. Do you think it's a planet? Some feel it's a planet. They really do. One time I did a ship like this, and I went to 3 different YouTube channels. There was 4 different channels that were claiming this was 4 different planets or 3 different planets when something like this comes around, the same object. And they, let me put this back to me. That's what they said it was, a planet, but nobody could agree on what planet that it was. Nobody. Oh, wait a minute. We've got to wait, you all. It's still doing its thing. Let me drag it really fast and drag it to where we can see because there's something else happening. Look at the cube right there. These can be seen in the sky. There's lots of people who have documented them in the sky, around the clouds. This particular pattern too. It's not make-believe. It's not computer graphics or nothing. When you can physically see them in the sky, you know that they're up there. Okay, let's keep going, you all. There's one there. Look at all of these right here. There's something happening. And look at this. This is some kind of a ship too. All of these right there, you can see it. Gina, goes slow. We want to look at them all. Okay, it's going a little bit slow. This is the whole Lasco C3 right here. And let's look at the timestamp that we're looking at. It's on the 6/24, so that was yesterday. And there is a lot of energy. And you know when I say, did you feel it? Did you feel it? There's people wrote in the comment section, they run a daycare center. The children in the daycare center are feeling tired, headachy, and they are feeling what the adults are feeling too. So the children are experiencing what you're experiencing also, you all. They are. There's something going on, and it's not just adult driven. Look at this. Look at this. So let's do this again. Let's see. Boom. They're like that. I thought we saw it 2 times. There's this one. Right like that. It's going to blink again. Here's the one thing coming. I've got to push it back to me, you all, because when you do it like that, it likes to do whatever it does. And it doesn't want you to see. But there's something there's some. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I'm going to look. It's really blinking, and okay, look at this, how wild it looks. Look at that. Isn't that wild? This is on the 25th. And it looks like they've got... Is space black? Is space really dark? What have they done here? You see it? Why would their equipment kind of malfunction? Because it looked like it's had a malfunction occur. It does. So, oh. So look at that. We got that. We've got some ships down here, you all. If we are to do this, watch this thing right here. I gotta sneeze, you all. I'm gonna just do that, take a screenshot of it. And I don't want to be on here too long at all. Just want to look for any strange occurrences. They're battling up above. We know that there are things other than satellites up there, and we know there's things other than like stars and things up there that are causing things. No, there's some kind of other life forms up there. I do apologize for that. I want to come back to, I just only want to go back, you all, just maybe 30 frames from that particular moment. I'm going to push this on me because I want to catch this thing as it's coming through. Now I've got to go back 50, you all. Just hold on right there. I want to zoom up as close on that as possible. And I'm going to do this, you all. Let me do it. 60. Let's see if we can catch it as it's coming through. Now I gotta go back. I gotta go back even further. Gina, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to go back and get as maybe I gotta do 200. Get as much of this thing as possible so that we can catch it coming through. I went back way too far. Gina, please quit playing around. We want to see it. Okay, you will see it. I want to zoom up on it. I really do. Okay, I've got it coming through. We're going to see it. The weather is erratic. It's totally erratic. Okay, you all, we got it. I want you to look at this. Right here as it's coming through. And I'm going to come over here to me. I'm going to do a window capture. I'm going to get this off of here. I'm going to bring up this on here, and I'm going to add some filter to it. You can see it right here. Let me bring myself over the window capture. I'm going to shrink myself down really small. I'm going to be teeny tiny like this. I'm going to make this really big so you can see what this looks like. And I don't think an ordinary planet is going to have the type of movements that this does. We've done this before. Look how massive it is. I'm going to put a filter on it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a chrome filter on it to see what we can bring out on this thing, because it's not a planet. It's not. Now this is something much more than a planet. Let's see if I can get it. Wish I could slow it down, but I can't really slow it down. And this right here, what you're looking right here, it's got the constant like shifting. And when these things right here are slowed down, you can see tiny little ships that go up inside of these constant changing lengths. I think this is like a massive Tetrix like thing. It is. Let me come over here, you all, because see, I can come over here. No, I can't really do. I'm going to record it. I'm going to record it is what I'm going to do. You got the window capture. Just want to record it one bit. Just to record it so I can slow it down just a moment. OBS right there, you all. Let's come back over to the OBS. Look at this. This truly does. It's like lots of squares shifting, constantly shifting and rearranging themselves. It's like a Tetrix. It's like AI, like Transformers. They can like transform themselves. Totally, they can do it. Okay, I think I got enough of it. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna stop it. I want to come over here now. I want to come over to this screen. I want to show you this. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to get it off of that screen right now. We're going to come over here so you can see it. Gina, what are you doing? I want to do it. I do want to do it. Okay, I got it. This is what I want right here. I'm going to make this big because I want you to see this movement right here as it's going through the sky. If you have a cell phone, I want you to be able to look at it up close as it's coming out. And I'm going to go slow, I really am, to see. Come on over here, you all. Gina, you was talking about one thing, now you're on another because I want to look at it. So you can see it. How could this be a planet? See this thing down here on the bottom? It's the second one to the, my electricity just blinked. It's the second, it's on the bottom and it has that nodule on it. Watch what happens. That nodule, it goes to the front is what it does. It goes to the very front of this, and that's what's happening. It keeps extending itself. Look at the movements that are taking place. Can you see it happening? Wait a minute. Are y'all seeing it happening? Because I don't know. Okay, I want you all to see it right here. Let me start it over. Gina, would you please? Okay, y'all, I do. I'm looking at the screen. Let's look at this. Watch it. Watch how it moves. See the one right now. It's getting ready to move and it's going to go to the very front of this particular thing right here. The very front. There it is. It appears as a small section. It made itself longer. This is some kind of an advanced species. It really is advanced technology, and it's not a planet. Look at this. Look at that. Look right above it. Is it still not showing you all? Am I going to have to? I don't know what's happening. Are you all able to see the screen? This thing is not. Let me try to see if I can. Okay, you all can see it because I don't know where I'm at on this thing. If you've been noticing that you have a cell phone and you can't, the thing ends up looping on you, or you have to keep going in and out of the chat, you're not alone. I'm having to do it too. I can't tell where I'm at in this video. I don't know what you're all seeing or what you're not seeing. Okay, you all see it? Okay, we got it. Okay, this is what, watch it, moving. I'm gonna do it. There's a small ship up there. It's like a pod. See how this one thing on the bottom came down? Let me show you. Let me put myself on here. Where am I at? I really want to do this. You see this one thing right here? Right above my head. That thing right there is going to move. So watch it. Watch it move. You see where it went? I want you to see where it went. We're not talking about a planet here. This is a massive, massive ship. This thing right here will go right up here and it will connect. I want you to see it. I'm going to stick myself right here and I want you to look at it. And this is what people are failing to observe. See it? And it kept getting bigger. It goes down there. It goes up there. And something shifts to that side. You see? It's impossible. It's impossible to be a planet. Totally. There's something moving and it's massive up there in the skies, and they don't want you to know. And you know what? If you look at the notch over to the other side too, this little cube, and it does look like a cube, this little cube could very well, if it wanted to, it could fit itself right there in that slot right there, if it wanted to. Let me put myself, y'all watch, just watch for, if you've ever played Tetris, which I never have, and you have to line these little square cubes and stuff up, just picture it. Picture it like a great big board Tetris thing that is constantly shifting. And look at this. Okay, let's watch it. And see if you can recognize the patterns. And they're extending themselves. They're going to keep going down. They're going to keep going down. And then they're going to start over. They subtract. They go down. And then they start, see what happened at the bottom? It went forward and it extended. I did a long video on this, you all, with timestamps. You see that at the very end? Down here. This thing literally went to here and this extended. I even had tape measure. I measured the exact size that went together, you all. This is what people need to be focusing on, but they can focus on whatever they want to. And this is very time consuming. Very time consuming. Look at it. It's going to build itself back up. And then once it reaches something else, then it's going to shrink itself back down, just like that. All the while, it's continuing to move through the sky. Look at this. No. See, look at this. Underneath this one. This thing right there went up inside that ship. These are extensions of this great big thing. Whatever this thing is, it's some kind of a massive ship itself. Maybe the hive itself. Like the hive, the brain, it's the center, and these things are attached to it. Of course, Gina is in the center, you all. Gina, could you please go? No, I want you all to see. Now look to the side. You see this thing coming down? Right there. They come down. See them coming off the center? Is this big enough? Because it is constantly... There's things coming on it. There's things coming off of it. It could be the Galactus from Marvel, Riddler. It could be. Did it have something like this? Whenever I've ever seen, when I first started doing this, and whenever I seen something like this, and they said, well, it's Mars, it's Jupiter, it's Venus, it's Neptune. No, it's none of it. It's none of it. It's something much greater. See how that one down there? Now see, no, see. Now let me tell you something. Look at me. Okay. You didn't get to see that part, but I want you to see it. Look at me. Okay. Gina, you look hot. I feel hot. I feel really hot up here. So we got this thing down here in the bottom. That white thing over there. That white thing is going to go straight up to the edge of that. It is. It's going to connect. Let me put myself right here. I wasn't aware that I wasn't showing the bottom of it. See it? See what it did? But Gina, that's a planet. Since when did planets do stuff like that? It's this right here. It connected with another section of the other one. Okay, now we got one. Now we got one over here. Right beneath me, there's another one. What's that one going to do? Well, I don't know, but I'm thinking somehow it's going to connect to this thing. Where'd it go? Okay. I think I know where it went. You know where it went? Can y'all guess where that one went? Boom. it connected with this one right here. Let me do this. It connected with this, and then it shifted forward, is what it did. Let's do it. It connected with that and shifted forward. Boom. Now we got more. Look at all this activity, you all. I gotta shrink it down. There's just so much. This is not a planet. Let me ask you something. What planet are they saying that this is, you all? I'm gonna say it here. What planet have you heard that is around the sun right now? What's the name of it? Because I'm sure they're calling it a planet. They're not calling it a ship. I'm gonna look at the comments down here. Some say it's Sirius. Okay. Nibiru. Now that could be Nibiru. It could be. Jupiter. Did that look like Jupiter? And you're not going to convince anyone to think otherwise. You're not. Once they made up their mind, I don't know a single other channel, a big channel, who is going to go against the narrative. When they're told by the narrative that this is a certain planet, they're going to say that this is that planet. They're not going to say, well, you know what? It's a great big ship. Look at that. It's a great big ship. No, because their channel may be in jeopardy. It just may be in jeopardy, and people may think, you done lost it. We know what that is. Okay. Planet X. Deb, honey, hello. Arcturus. And antennas extending from side to side. Yeah. Things like that. I see I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. I really am. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. And if this right here was in the inverted mode, oh, you'd see it really well. You really would. It'd be total black. I could probably make it. I could maybe kind of make it that way with the filtering, you all. I could be able to do that if I put on another filter. Maybe. Luma key. I'm not good at doing this stuff. I'm not. Now that's me. Gina, don't be filtering yourself out, you all. Gina, you play around so much. I kind of do. It's raining and I'm thinking, are my truck windows down? I think I rolled them up. I really think I rolled them up. If I didn't roll them up, my seats are going to get wet. Well, Gina, honey, don't you think you ought to go out there and check your truck windows? I will. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Isn't that lovely? Ta-da! We can even reduce it down some more and take some of the light out. It does have... Oh, isn't that lovely? I can even add some sharpness to it. Let's add some sharpening to it, you all, and then move it. We want to move it. We want to move it. We can add the sharpness. How about that? How about that? Let's see what it's going to do. Can we move it? What's it look like when you move it? As it moves through the sky. It's like platforms. Look at that. What? What was that? Did I just see a ship come up? I think I did. Wait a minute. This thing is behind. I think this thing is behind you. Oh, where was that? Shoot, I keep passing it up. That one did look like a ship down there. So we got these. Stephen, honey. Stephen, honey. I've seen that channel. I have. I've seen it off and on since 2018. I have. But as you know, I'm all over the place. All over the place. All over the place. I don't adhere to any one particular narrative. I don't. We're all doing our own thing. We really are. We're doing our own thing, and it all adds together. It really does. Each thing accents the other, adds to the greater part of this puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have. I really have. Yeah. Penny, honey, you gotta go. I gotta go too, you all. I'm gonna go, you all. This is, that is a planet right there. And some may say that it's not. I believe in my being. I have always believed when these things show up, that's what they say, it's a planet. No, it's not. It's a ship. It's a ship. But Gina, you just said it was a planet. It's a ship. And they're saying it's a planet. It could even be disguised as a planet. It could. It could have technology, holographic technology that would make it even look like a planet if someone was to zoom up on it in the sky. It could. Some say the moon is just a hologram and it's really the Death Star. That's what they say. But I'm going to go. I'm done running my mouth. It's almost 1 hour long. So thank you for tuning in. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's 5:30. I might get me something to eat, you all. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you some water. We can do it. We are going to do it, you all. Yes. Tea, honey, you want me to bring back the aliens? What kind of aliens would you like, Tea, honey? Would you like us to talk about the different species of aliens that are out there? We can do it for you, Tea, honey. We can. That's right. Yeah. The Blue Kachina Mothership could be. I wouldn't say it isn't. If you feel it's a ship, I'm going to agree with you. It is some type of a ship. That's right. The insectoids. They're out there. They are out there. They make the clicking. Oh, Tea, honey, you're welcome. We try to find some aliens is what we're going to try to find, you all. Have a wonderful afternoon. And I will see you later. Thank you, Apple Brooks, honey, and Deb Mosley. Thank you to the new members on this channel and the old members and the subscribers and for all your comments. You all going to go? I am. Have a wonderful evening. Love you.